Here's my
Serious.
Hey, I don't know if anyone's on here, but I thought anyone's on here, but
oops.
I thought, what the heck, if I'm gonna read bad stories or I'm gonna read children's stories, why not read my own book, right? But tune out if you haven't gone to YouTube. My link is probably in my bio. I'm all over the place. Anyway, the first chapter I believe is on there, or my Vimeo.
Yeah, I'm doing a screen recording.
My Vimeo, I believe I just posted to my Facebook. Anyway, just PM me if you need access to any of it. Or just get the book yourself, pick it up. This is not the newest cover. This is the old cover. But anyway, it's titled Who is My Child? And it's finding the best way to teach your children based on each individuality type. And my name is Jillian Beck Bryant.
I figured I'd make it hard.
So basically, it's got a little personality test in here. It's got
easy. People want
a little bit about preschools, a little bit about curriculum, a little bit about my truth, exposing the government, lots of stuff. Anyway, it's pretty good. I can't share too much. So what I do is I read a chapter here and a chapter there, and you kind of just have to find it. Because if I put it all consistently on one social media outlet, then no one's going to buy the book, right? That's the theory. And if I share it all, yeah. Anyway, there was another, and obviously I have more followers here, so there's not many followers on YouTube. Hopefully someday that will change, but I want to get my voice out to as many as possible. So why are you always on here? You know who you are, and I know you're gonna say some smart ass remark, but that's okay. Anyway, so I am on chapter 4 now. I have shared the rest on other outlets, so go visit those and come back. So if you took the personality test and your child scored mostly A's, you most likely have an Earth child. And this kind of goes into astrology a little bit too, not too much, but I am Christian, so I don't believe it's a sin or the devil. I think that God created the stars, and we all have our each individual personalities, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's when you try to tell your future or selfishly manifest all your desires, which you don't put God and his path for you first, and you don't listen to his voice and follow his path, then I think that's where it becomes a problem. Or if you try to manipulate people through it, or but I think to reveal some personality traits and stuff, it's very accurate and you can't really deny it. So it is what it is. Anyway, so if you have an Earth child, if your child is not a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, which are the Earth signs, hey girl, thanks for tuning in. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus are the Earth signs, but you may not have an Earth sign child and still score dominantly A's, which would be the Earth child. So that means they have a very earthy personality. He or she may have some dominant Earth signs in his or her natal chart. So again, charts are like snowflakes, and I'm not just reading the chapter, obviously. I'm just going to sit here and explain it, which is great, right? You don't get this with just buying the book. So every chart's like a snowflake. They're all different. So you can't say like every Virgo's the same, every Taurus is the same. Everybody's different. Even twins are born slightly different because they're, a minute or two apart. So that changes the degree of the rising sign. Anyway, so it's very important to get someone's whole chart. Okay, so to get to know your child even further, I highly recommend getting more in-depth astrology chart reading, aka horoscope reading. This is my book for those of you that just tuned in. Earth children are kinesthetic learners for the most part. They are extremely hands-on and seem to like sensory activities and thrive when it comes to practical life skills. This is a lot of children, but Earth children tend to be a little on the stubborn side, but again, which kids are not, right? But are perfect little angels and obedient for the most part. Consider yourself lucky. Some Earth children are a bit on the perfectionist side, so they will work hard to achieve and master a task, and may even become extra frustrated if it cannot be figured out, let alone completed and mastered. So, these kids are kind of like people pleasers, so that can be a really good thing. It can also be a bad thing because they might not be able to actually express their honest emotions when they're going through stress. They might just shove it and try to please the teacher or the parent, which seems healthy on the surface, but we all know from a mental health perspective, deep down, that's probably not good. Anyway, patience is key with these children. They move extremely slowly. Give 2-minute warnings before moving them from one activity to the next, which again, you should do with all children. Set a timer. If they still don't comply, ask if they would like to do it by themselves or need help. If they need help, gently physically guide them. Your Earth child may not be social, and that is acceptable. Don't pressure them, let them be. So, I'm not going to read all of it, but Montessori is probably the best for the Earth child. That's probably the best curriculum to get your child in if you have an Earth child. So, anyway, any questions? That's what I'm just sticking to now. I'll dive deeper next time and move to the other types.